It's a jungle out here in these streets, especially when you have to deal with these police. Ugh. Rats and cops, rats and cops. So it's on the street right now. Rats and cops. If only. Hey, what's going on, Wendy? These fucking, I don't know what. Look at, we got this guy's over there dressed like a prostitute. A big old dude. That's what I tell you about them big construction workers. Hey, he got the half shirt on, showing his belly button and some tight ass spandex. Oh no, the construction workers. Things are getting hot, and even in my circle where they say they believe the unbelievers are being in, like from the darkness and they're mocking the people. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. It's, and they're literally doing it, like they're literally rubbing shit in your face with their bullshit. Even the George Floyd situation, somebody had mentioned about the disease coming from Africa. I mean, Africa, the disease coming from China. Uh, the dude putting his knee on George Floyd's neck. They're saying it all adds up to the I can't breathe. Like everything ties in, and like, and it's kind of a reach, but like I could see where he was going, how he was like, like the whole George Floyd incident was symbolism for the pandemic because there was a Chinese dude in front, and the virus came from China. It came to America, which is supposed to represent the white guy, and it's killing off the black people, which means, that's supposed to be George Floyd with the knee on the neck. And what else did he say? He said that, and then, the I can't breathe, like they're making us wear the mask on our face and shit. And then we got the police harassment coming up. We can't forget about that because we got to put them on a criminal pedestal. We gotta put them on a criminal pedestal because they are criminals. They are criminals. Did they turn? Yeah, they turned. They're probably watching the. Most likely, they're probably watching the live. I don't know if you guys can hear them. They're over there talking shit though. You don't want to do that. See how he's acting like he's throwing shit over here. Cray for real. They've been around all this time, and you know when the truth was dropped to him, they didn't believe. Yes, yeah, exactly. Exactly. History repeats itself over and over. Like I was tripping off of how many pandemics. It's been about 3 or 4 different pandemics. Maybe more than that, but as far as my knowledge, without believing in the Holy Spirit down here and having faith, you'll be lost like a ball in the now he and the devil is running this world, no doubt about it. Yeah, he damn sure is, man. This is his world. Like we literally built the world for him. Blindly, but still. So I'm at the store with my fam buying clothes, and my little bro notices this guy with the little, this guy with a little kid behind at his checkout. The kid starts humping the air while looking at us. That's disrespectful. That's disrespectful and child neglect, child fucking abuse, child pedophilism. 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 Is that a word? Child pedophilism. It's some bad shit, man. You gotta wonder what's going through a motherfucker's mind when they put their kids on the front line like that. You have to wonder. The believers that market the ones that do believe in God. Yeah. Yeah, the guy swinging over there acting like he's throwing shit. Is fucking weirdo. And they're out here. They're on post. That's one of the posts. I don't know if you were on the live yesterday, but I was telling you guys about how they post them up in certain locations wherever I go. Like that, I have a camp spot there. Before, like, you know, in the beginning when I was, never coming here and shit, this shit would be dry. You'd see people walking, but you wouldn't see no camp spots and shit. And all these white cars and shit, I'm fucking a part of that shit. All these cars driving around at this time. All these fucking police informants out here setting people up. Nowhere in the world would there be this many cars driving by at night. This time of night, unless it's like the club or some shit like that was open. But ain't shit open right now. Except 7-Eleven and a gas station. And, obviously none of those are around right here. legitimate, legitimate. You guys, I'm sorry. Mm, he looks really crazy. I think, yeah, these people don't. I don't worry about them. I didn't see the big dude come out that bathroom. I think that's where he's going to. Okay, he's gonna pass it up. He's definitely not color coded tonight. White and gray. Easy to spot. He got the goofball on the scooter. Probably the handler. Don't know for sure though, so I can't say. I don't know if you guys can see him. Yeah, it goes. A lot of man and child, and the dude was all angry, wide-eyed words, man. That's what his ass gets. That's what his ass gets. Mm, these people hate God. The one who created them, they'll fucking, they fucking worship a motherfucker who leads them in a path of destruction. You might get away with having a couple fancy things in life, but in the long run, it's not worth it. I'll take being broke and going to heaven over being rich and going to hell any day. I'm not necessarily saying I'm going to heaven, but I'm still not gonna fucking. Excuse me, that's legitimate. I'm not gonna willingly just fucking sell my soul like that. Fuck that shit. No siree, Bob, or Samantha, or William. They they can't wait. They actually can see us that we are believers. We have the light in us, and they hate us. They always have. They know who they are to you. Know when what's said, forgive them. They know not what they do. Not do now. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, these people. Excuse me. You know it's crazy. Cause even in like that was legitimate. I'm sorry, you guys. Um, when I was in like well, all schools, but I really felt it in like grade school. Like as a kid, like I could, like I had very few friends, very few friends, and it's like I was just really fucking shy, and like everybody fucking Like everybody fucking ignored me, fucking talked over me and shit. Like when I tried to fucking talk, that talk over me and shit. And then eventually I just stopped. I fucking isolated myself, and eventually down the line I got comfortable. But always in the beginning and shit, it got to the point to where like I just had to not try and make any friends, just attract my friends to me. Like if I knew later on down the road I'd have friends, but I wasn't gonna go out my way to be fucking, you know, joining in any conversations or fucking any of that shit. It was always like the motherfuckers hated me, man. Like I got dirty looks from them. Oh shit. I think high school, ninth grade, cause I dropped out in high school, so fucking around the ninth grade is when like I started getting a lot of friends for some reason. Like not like that, but like more people introduced themselves to me and shit. Without even you, they know what they're doing. Yeah, they definitely know what they're doing. I swear I hate these people. Since being gangsta, maybe as a kid, maybe as a kid, I used to say I hate shit, hate people. But, as a teenager, from a teenager up, like, I can't even remember having any feelings of hating anybody. Like, the way I hate these motherfuckers. Even, like, you know, when people, like, if somebody stole something or some shit, I never, never was like, I'd be like, I'd get their ass back. Some shit, but I never got to the point to where I just said I hate that motherfucker. But these motherfuckers, man, I hate these motherfuckers. Like literally, something could happen to them to a point to where it's life and death, and they needed a fucking ambulance, and I was the only one that can fucking help them out with that. Like I would have to think about that. I wouldn't want to let them die, but I would seriously have to think about fucking calling for them. I might have to tap somebody on the shoulder and say, "Hey, that person right there needs help." That person right there needs you to call the ambulance for them, or call somebody on the phone right in front of them. Hey, can you call an ambulance and let them know there's somebody over here? There's somebody over here that needs help immediately. Excuse me, that's legitimate. Legitimate. And it's crazy. It's crazy because I know like 9 times out of 10, and it's some fucked up shit to say, but 9 times out of 10, this program is probably gonna be the death of me. Like this is probably gonna, this program is probably the end of my chapter. Whether it's from a fucking cop shooting me, fucking one of these fucking crazy motherfuckers pulling another stunt, or fucking their tools of radiation, or a combination of all. sick shit. Very, very, very sick. A person shouldn't have to think like that. I mean, unless they choose to. You know, whether, I mean, like, if you join in gangs and shit like that, then that's a choice that you're fucking, you know, you're consciously making a decision. Excuse me, that's legitimate. But a person that's just regularly living through life and fucking, you know, doing everything by the book, so to speak, then, you know, a person shouldn't have to have that type of shit on their mind. You could literally join a gang and worry about less. Like this program, you have to worry about being killed. You have to worry about being put in an institution. You gotta worry about being locked up. Like literally, this program, you gotta worry about more in this program than you gotta worry about being in a gang. In a gang, all you gotta worry about is being either fucking killed or fucking locked up. This program, you gotta be, you gotta worry about your fucking family turning on you. You gotta worry about jail. You gotta be worried about death. You gotta worry about fucking psychologist, psychiatric treatment. But you gotta worry about going crazy, literally going fucking crazy. Actually, well, no, that depends on what type of gang member, but you know, for the most part, I fear for my life more in this program than I fear for my life in a gang. We're dealing with people who have the facade in their head that nothing can happen to them, like they can do anything to you. They can do anything they want and nothing will happen to them. And whether that's true or not, if they have that in their head, it doesn't matter if it's true or not. Just like they have the false sense of protection with these police. Like, you know, like the police will punish the person for fucking you up or doing whatever to you, but the police aren't gonna be able to prevent that person from doing anything to you, depending on how far away you are from that person. We are ready to get out of here. Joshua is here. We are going home. This place is going down in flames. That would be so beautiful. That, that sounds beautiful. Yeah, this place went down a long time. America went down a long time ago. Being taken over by those motherfuckers right there. Talking to his perps, doing the perp check. Notice how the black car gets behind him. One of his fucking handlers or some shit. But, you know, drive by, get at his perps. They'll probably be coming out the shadows pretty soon. They'll probably be coming out the shadows pretty soon. Yeah, I sure hope he comes and zaps these demons, man. And restore the planet back to beauty, man. Restore the planet back to its beautiful form. No buildings, no fucking power, no power shit, no none of that shit. With the exception of a nice toilet or some shit like that, with a bathroom technology or some shit. Like no further than bathroom technology, electronics and all that bullshit. Even cars, like you know, I could handle horseback. A car would just add on like people would do, be fucking running over animals and shit, just for fucking fun. It's where people would create some type. That's why we don't need technology or none of that shit, because people create fucking sport out of nothing. You know, fucking guns. They want to throw innocent birds in the air and start shooting at them and shit. You give a motherfucker like the human can fucking cause destruction with anything to the planet. You give him a straw and he'll figure a way to fuck up the world with that straw. We're not. The human race isn't mature enough for this technology. Hey, what's going on, Rose? You know what's weird about that bird sound? I used to hear that all the time when I was being stalked too, and I thought that was crazy how the bird will always be sounding the same way. Yeah, they probably has some type of. You know, I wouldn't be down if this fucking shit was to sensitize people as well. You know, excuse me, that's legitimate. The cuckoo sound. Because that motherfucker goes off like, that shit goes off by itself. And that shit goes off all day. So that's all you hear is that dee 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 or that cuckoo or whatever. Every fucking.
Do you have any food, like hot food?
I,
Or like a snack?
I don't.
That's what we have to do and stop. Go to work.
I don't know if you guys heard her, but she asked me for food. I told her I didn't have none. And she said, people are stalking me. I gotta go to work. Legitimate. So obviously that cop sent her over here. The police be telling them, either the police will tell the handler what to tell them to say, or the handler will tell them what to say. And they'll come over here and perform their little fucking mouth therapy on me with their fucking words and shit. Fucking police, man. I'm gonna, excuse me, that's legitimate. I'm gonna be the number one advocate to expose these fucking police out there, man. I don't know fucking, you know, I just not necessarily pointing the camera at them. I mean, unless the time is.
Don't come around me, bro. It's probably make it back. Get off.
Told you they were gonna be coming out of nowhere. You saw the police. I told you they'd come out the shadows out of nowhere. They're creeping right back in the shadows. under police direction. This is what our world is coming to. This is what the fuck our world is coming to. This is what the police is wasting tax money, payers' money. Can't fully blame the police because it's not totally their fault, but it is because they're participating. But you know they are part of it, and they're doing it. They're doing the directing. They're doing the directing. They are the traitors of this world, or the traitors of this fucking city right now, and of wherever else they're doing this fucking targeting. They're traitors to the people. It only proves that they don't serve the people they serve. If they were told to kill us right now, they would fucking kill us for no fucking reason. And people call these people heroes and shit. Like, if their boss literally said kill them, they would not fucking question their boss. They would do it at the drop of a dime. Just like they tell them to harass us. They don't think about that shit. They do it at the drop of a dime. So that just goes to show you where the mind state of a police officer, like they're not in your best interest. They're in the best interest of whoever fucking is paying them. They don't join the fucking police force to be good fucking cops. They join the police force, you know, to get paid. It's a job. You know, it's not no fucking special people, like sympathetic people. You know, nobody's fucking thinking about joining the force because they want to make the world a better place. That's complete bullshit. A lot of them are joining the force to lock fucking positions down for themselves and shit. You know, brotherhood, you know, most likely if they get caught doing something, it'll be swept under the rug. All that type of bullshit. A lot of them do it for selfish fucking reasons. But never to be a fucking good cop and make the world a better place. It might be one or two out in the world, but there's too many people to even. That's a needle in a haystack. You'll never find those two people, or those two people will never come to you. I used to ask somebody was with. I used to ask somebody was with me. You know what kind of bird is that, and do you hear that? And then you should tell me it was police. They they used to tell you it was police. Yeah, man, you're right. It's very satanic, man. And you gotta think, right? These people are in the highest places of the fucking world. So if this wasn't the devil's foot, if this wasn't Satan's planet, Satanists wouldn't be at the top of the fucking food chain the way they are, man. They're judges, they're lawyers, they're attorneys, they're fucking, I mean, they're DA, they're everything, like corporations. Like they're in charge of fucking vaccines, they're in charge of fucking protecting you. Military even fucking, you know, doing that children sacrifice bullshit. Like it's some ill shit. Like they will literally send people overseas to kill a bunch of innocent people just because they want some fucking, you know, a resource. You know, whether it be oil, gold, whatever. You know, completely just invade their shit, make up an excuse. It's like somebody who wants to rob somebody. Like they don't have the courage enough to just run up on the person and say, "Give me your shit." You feel me? They want to say some bullshit, like make up some bullshit, like, "Hey, you slapped my sister. You're the same dude that slapped my sister and then robbed him from that shit. You feel me? It's like these people are ill, man. They will fucking kill their own people just so they can invade your shit. Like that's worse than like. Well, it's not worse. It's not worse, but it's just like like the Vietnamese. They have their tactics and shit, or they had their tactics in Vietnam when they were sending babies at people with fucking bombs in a diaper. America has its tactics too. They'll fucking blow up buildings. Fucking they'll sacrifice thousands to fucking prove their fucking, you know, make it for us, you know, to be like, okay, yeah, for us to accept them to go into other places to invade and do that and, you know, not have something to say about it, they have to do shit like that. Then we look at them like fucking heroes. While somewhere down the street they're fucking sipping on baby's blood. Sipping on baby's blood. Well, I'm not saying the soldiers, not all of them at least, just the high ranking ones. The ones tied up in that brotherhood. Little rat. A four-legged rat mingling with the two-legged rats. Mingling with the two-legged rats. Everybody's fucking. Everybody's comfortable with each other. Yeah, I see him. This is so certain. That's why we're not. Ain't family either. Yeah, that's the way I feel, man. I feel lost now. Like, if I didn't feel lost before targeting, I could say I was blurred. Like, I was kind of clouded. Like, wasted a big chunk of my life. Fucking bullshit. Programmed. Programmed, no doubt. Fucking. Like, all those fucking group homes and foster homes and fucking all those institutions and shit. Fucking, you know, I may not know it, I may not feel it or anything like that, but that shit is definitely fucking psychologically fucked me up, like, hands down. You can't fuck, like, I don't see how, like, they can fuck that shit and be legal for them to be able to fucking put consistently put a motherfucker in different foster homes and shit. Like they should put if you're gonna put a kid in a foster home, it needs to be like one fucking foster home. And you need to really fucking seriously evaluate the foster parents. Like, Cause some foster parents just take on hella fucking kids for the paycheck and neglect the shit out of you or beat the shit out of you because they really don't want to deal with you. They just want the money that comes with you and shit. And you know those checks are pretty good checks when you those adopting checks. Like they give you money, like they give you money to cover everything, food, fucking doctor bills, and fucking, you know. And then you got fucking fucked up foster parents that go and blow that shit at bingo, fucking blow that shit on drugs, or have their fucking boyfriends and shit fucking take that shit from them, and you know, then you be left starving and shit. You be left starving and shit. It's fucked up, man. It used to be fucked up when I was coming up in those fucking foster homes. Yeah, I don't know how it is now. I know it was only one fucking foster home. It was like it was so fucked up in all the. I ran away from all my fucking foster homes except one, and I didn't even get to stay at that one. But it was a family from Milpitas, and that was like the best fucking. That was like the best fucking foster home I ever been to. The rest of them, the motherfuckers beat you. They fucking, you know, neglected the shit out of you. Fucking gambled all your money away. Oh man. As a kid, you don't know that shit, but when you get older and you start realizing, like, oh man, that's why she was always mentioning bingo and shit. She must have been. She must have been losing. That's what it was. She must have been losing. She used to always get happy around fucking payday. I used to always. Oh man, that's crazy. As a kid, it's crazy how you could go through shit as a kid and then experience certain fucking situations that'll make you think back and be like, damn, so that's what the fuck it was. That's what the fuck it was. Oh man, this shit is funny. It's not, but the way it works is crazy. Hey, greetings, MG. They're going to burn with desire. Nothing they get is ever good enough because the truth is the only thing that'll set you free. They're just going to burn with their desire. Yep. And their little enjoyment. Like, you gotta understand, like, these people get enjoyed. Well, the people that I'm dealing with and shit, like those scooters and shit, like, literally, these people can have somebody come do something fucking crazy to me. Not physically or anything, but like, well, they probably could do that too, but I'm just saying, like, they could have somebody come and fucking pull their fucking pants down, walk by me just to get the ride on the scooter because they've never rode on one of those scooters and shit, and they want to see what it's like, and they know you have to use your fucking phone or a credit card, so that makes it even more like they feel like, you know, it's crazy, man. But it's the level of thinking. Like when you're out here and you're pretty much used to nothing, or you're not really, like, you're not driving to do something to at least have a little income and shit. Like, you depend on shit like people to come feed you and all that shit. Like, you can get somebody like that to do pretty much anything for anything. Offer them $5 and they'll fucking, they'll perform a whole fucking skit for you for $5 fucking. Goof, goofies. the goofies. I put out a new video of my latest statement of principles. I had to check that out. Statement of principles. I really feel for TI people since Nappy and others educated me. Oh, you're not. Are you're TI? You're not targeted MG? I try to tell people and they think I'm crazy. Yeah, man. Yep, that's the way it's gonna go for a while, man. Until people finally decide that they want to stop being fucking coached by the powers that be. Like until they want to fucking figure shit out on their own. It's gonna be like that. It's almost like they got a fucking AI on constant run in their fucking head. Locking them into fucking locking their fucking brains from locking their will to fucking learn on their own. Like they want to keep them trapped in a. They want to constantly pump the information into their head and take it away when they want it to. Like, like they got fucking USB cords on their fucking USB cords on their fucking head. Fuck that, I don't want no USB cord on my head. I don't care how bad it is or how fucked up it is. I'd rather know it's fucked up rather than not know it's fucked up and just deal with it. Like being a targeted individual, if going back to not being a targeted individual would mean this program didn't end, but I just wouldn't be a targeted individual. But I wouldn't know anything about it, like I wouldn't know that it exists, then I would say I have to be I have to be pretty grateful. It sounds crazy, but I would have to be pretty grateful to be a targeted individual and know how the fucking world works than not be a targeted individual and fucking have a USB cord in my head. And it's crazy, like even when I be thinking things like it could be like a long time ago I might have been thinking of something and these motherfuckers would do something just to fucking solidify that thought. Like it's fucking crazy, man, how the world works, man. It's like God gives you all the information in time. Like it's like you ask yourselves the question when you really think you're asking yourself, but you're asking God. Like when you're speaking to yourself, it's like you're speaking to God, I guess, because God is in you, and you have fucking. You be like, man, I know this fucking, like I just know it, man. And then what do you know, like 2, 3 years, 4 years down the road, maybe even 10 years, like something to come by and solidify that. And you be like, damn, I knew that shit, man. Fucking knew it, man. Look at this guy. It's out of his mind. Why are they doing this to me, man? Why the fuck are they doing this to me? This dude is out of his fucking mind, dude. Man. This is a, let me see if I can get this. I got 4%, so I gotta make it fast. This is a dude, you guys. It's a fucking dude, man. It's fucking crazy. Remember what I told you about the construction workers that they're sending at me now? Uh, it was never that bad, but now they're doing it like these people are like really fucking humongous people, man. They're like going overboard with the construction worker shit. For real. We're going overboard. I really, I really feel for T.I. people since and others. Let's see I can't see behind my shit. Fuck behind my shit. Walk behind my shit. Look at this. Really quit sending people at me, motherfuckers. Oh man. These fucking people, man. That's fucking. Overboard with the construction worker shit, man. I try to tell people and they think I am crazy. However, I was real shy too in school, and the girls were all fucking jealous. They're all jealous at the end of the day. At the end of the day, I learned how to do. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Definitely, man. It's insane, man. It's insane how a person can be, and they could be in a way better position in life. Like their life could be fucking, you know, soda popping popcorn, like 100%. Like they could be living a good fucking life and fucking they'll find some reason to force themselves to be jealous or just hate you or pay enough attention to you in order to hate you. Like a lot of these people, they should not like their life is so good they shouldn't even have to. They should pay attention to me and what I'm doing. Like unless they're trying to fucking, and I don't, that's not what I want or expect. But like, if they weren't trying to lend a helping hand or be like, here's some change, go fucking, go get yourself something to eat or something like that. Like that's the only thing they should even worry about doing. And I don't want that, and I don't expect that. But I'm just saying, look at this, I'm a dead man shit. Yeah, don't tell it's too late now, buddy. I got you. Let them know I'm a dead man. Let the people see that the car moves so they don't say, oh, it was parked. That car was parked. I'm right behind you. I'm not worried about you, Nuke. You probably somewhere around here. Probably a homosexual or some shit. I'm not really paying attention to you though. Or that's probably you in that car right there. That's probably who you are. I'm not tripping off you though, Nuke. I hope you having a good day, man. Hope you having a good day, Nuke. I'm so tired of this world. I can't tell you how much I want to get out. I know it's coming to an end. Even the Bible's numbers is down 2020. Yeah, I think I think it's definitely one way or the other the end. Whether the world blows up or whether it's just the end of this chapter onto a new fucked up chapter. Whatever the case, I hope these perks. Like I hope karma comes to them, and I pray that it does. I know it will. I know it will. All these fucking cops that swore oath under the fucking God, under the Bible, or you know, I definitely hope they fucking get what they got coming. Especially the ones that go to church with that fake ass, they want to be, live some fake shit, you know, go to church under one thing, but fucking their actions are like way off of what the fucking word says you should be doing. I'm not. I believe in God, and I'm not subscribed to any denomination, but I do, believe in God. So I do know that some things maybe really look at the fake ass. I want to be a cop car, undercover cop from the 1980s and shit. Um, these people kill me, man. That's probably some fucking. I don't know. It's crazy. I fucking lost where I was at, man. But yeah, man, I hope these people pay for what they're inflicting on people. Cause not only are they just fucking with us and shit, but like people have killed themselves behind this shit. People have fucking taken out crowds of people behind this shit. People are dying every day, and this shit is being swept up under the fucking rug. And it's the fucking, for the most part, it's the public's fault. Not only is it the fucking president's fucking fault. At first I was like, it isn't the president's fault, but fuck that shit. People have been complaining to that motherfucker, for too fucking long. Whether he got a lot of shit on his plate, like he didn't have too much on his plate to fucking shoot that general or whatever he shot, wherever the fuck it was. He didn't have too much on his plate when he was fucking talking about building a fucking wall. Like, fuck that wall. Fuck killing somebody in some different country and shit. That baby shit. Like, that's 100%. I'm 100% for that child trafficking though. Like, I don't mind that coming before this, but at the same time, like, motherfuckers been shooting that motherfucker, all types of shit. And he's a Twitter fucking freak. That motherfucker stays on fucking Twitter, and I fucking shot so many fucking messages at his ass on Twitter. And I know other people have. Like, that motherfucker knows this fucking program exists. He knows exactly what this fucking program exists. And everybody, any fucking body in power knows that this fucking program exists. It's been going on for too long for them not to fucking know this shit exists. Too many people are fucking dying and being swept under the rug. And, too many people are fucking complaining about it. There's been instances where people have complained about it and, one like the eBay people, for instance. Like, and people have been caught doing this shit in other different spots of the world. So they know that this fucking program exists, but they keep telling us that it fucking doesn't. Just like they tell us everything else that fucking exists doesn't exist until they want to tell us it exists. Excuse me, it's legitimate. So, yeah, man. The president's fault. The fucking people who don't know about it but hear about it that call us crazy, it's their fault. Like, those are the fucking people to fucking blame for this fucking program going on as long as it's been going on. Every fucking president that's fucking been a president since this shit has been going on. I don't care if it went back to Kennedy. Like, even that motherfucker's responsible for this shit. All the fucking presidents that this fucking shit's been going on since, like, it's all their fucking faults. It's all their faults why the fucking kids been getting kidnapped and getting their fucking bloods drink. It's all their faults. Any of this ongoing shit. The fucking dark web. Like, they can find a motherfucker hiding in a mountain and shit, but they can't find 1,000,001 motherfuckers on the dark web fucking raping and killing women and killing babies and doing all this sick, weird shit. They can't find 1,000,000 motherfuckers electronically. But we have the best systems, we have the best fucking army, the military, we have the best all that shit. Yet, it's still, we can't find kidnapped girls that have been fucking taken and shit. We can't find all this fucking bullshit, which in reality we can because they have satellites and all that. They just don't want to fucking, it's not really that fucking serious to them, or they're a part of it. This fucking clown pretending. Let me show you guys a unprofessional pretender. Oh man, these people are clowns, man. Who says he'll bend over and pick something up? Before he gets to the sidewalk, who thinks he'll bend over and pick something up? Let me pull this back, son. How far is he away from the sidewalk? Okay, baby, he's not going to the sidewalk. They're handicapped visuals, or, you know, they like to use the wheelchairs, the walkers, all that shit. That shit is hilarious, man. If it was a real situation, it wouldn't be hilarious, but this is hilarious because it's all bullshit. You keep looking in the back of him for something, like some type of signal, probably. Just in the dude and all the oh Lord. I wonder what this is supposed to symbolize. What is this dude on, man? He's looking for his handler. I have a feeling he's gonna bend over and try and pick something up pretty soon. He's touching on himself, but his hand is all fucked up too. So, but you see how it keeps bouncing his hand on his private. 19 people on here. You see that? They want to see. The police sent them over here. 20 people on here now. It was never that many people on here. The police sent them on here, and they want to see what I'm going to do. You see how they work, you guys? You see that shit? I knew something told me, look at the numbers. 21 jumping up like a motherfucker. Look at that shit. You see how they try and set you up? See how they try and set a motherfucker up? Cold shit. Cold shit, man. See, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work, but you have a nice night, alright? Tell the police to quit taking advantage of you. Tell the police to quit taking advantage of you. That's not right. The police should not be taking advantage of you like that. taking advantage of that lady. That's what she's looking for. One of the fucking cops to give her the signal, or probably even kind of, paranoid, thinking I might do something. Making sure the police are still there, making sure she's gonna be protected. Taking advantage of that lady like that. 20 motherfuckers on here waiting for me to say something or do something to that lady, man. Not gonna happen, officer. Nice try. Nice fucking try, sir. I was almost attacked by my roommate Saturday night just because I am conservative. A conservative. Yeah, man. It's best not to even tell anybody what, your political views or anything, man, because that's a touchy subject now. That's even touchier than religion at this point in time. It's touchier than religion. I just saw something on. You gotta stop having the police take advantage of you. Don't have the police sent you over here. The police sent you over here. Tell the police to quit taking advantage of you. Tell the police to quit taking advantage of you. They sent you over here. Okay, we're gonna pretend. We're gonna pretend like I don't know what I'm talking about. You're pointing at me right now to let them know. That's your signal. That's why you're pointing at me. I'm no idiot, lady. I've been going through this for a long time. You can play stupid all you want. You have a nice day, all right? Jesus loves you. Jesus. Well, don't be putting no curse on me either. All right, bye. Bye. You have a good day, all right? Peace.
No. Policeman.
I don't want it. Bye. You have a nice day, please.
No.
Please.
No.
Tell the police quit taking advantage of you.
Oh my God.
All right, chill out. We're good, y'all.
Thank you. No. Oh my God. No. Policeman.
Police, this is what the police are good for right here. Officers, it's 22 people over here. See how the fucking numbers rise, you guys? That's proof right here that the police are trying to entrap me. As always, never fails. Sending this weirdo to walk way over there. Wasn't she just on her way the other way? If she was on her way, if her intentions weren't to come over here and stop and say some shit to me, then why in the fuck is she walking the same way she came from? So you mean to tell me this lady was walking this way, and whatever I said to her on her way that way made her forget that she was going that way? These people aren't as crafty, man. They're not as crafty as they think they are, man. Fucking clowns. There goes her protector right there. Fucking piece of shit. This is all being conducted by the police, ladies and gentlemen. That's why I say this fucking police, we don't need them, man. If this is what they waste taxpayers' money to do, is set people up. Like, it's literally people out there committing murders and all types of shit right now. They're not even wasting an ounce of time looking for those people. They'd rather sit here and try and send some fucking handicapped person over here to fucking harass somebody. Like, they're really getting off on this shit. Like, this is fun to her protector coming back. That's her handler. You know. These people are sick, man. Fucking sick, stupid, fucking weirdos, man. Stupidity is they're more than fucking, they're more than fucking giving themselves away. The lady should have just continued the same way she was going. This dude should have said what he said to her and kept going. But instead he comes back to her. These people are funny, man. Right now it's about what he say to you. What did he say? What did he say? He wants to get the information. And instead of waiting until instead of being professional, if you're gonna be a gang stalker, a handler, instead of being professional about it and waiting until she got her around the corner out of my sight, because I know what's going on, you should have been able to just play that shit off and wait till she fucking gets wherever she's going. However slow it takes. You gotta be professional if it's your job. But all these motherfuckers be so tweaky and twacked out and shit, like they don't got no patience. They fucking slip. They fucking give themselves away. Oh man, these are literally like people you couldn't work with. If you were a gang stalker, these are the people you couldn't work with because they would give you up. Like you be doing your shit too slick, like slick enough to where like if you know that that the fucking shit isn't on the police, and if you get caught, you get caught. Then you try to do it till you're slick as shit, and if you know somebody's fucking recording you and shit, man. If you know someone, come on, man. Like these people, there's nothing. Like that's why a lot of these people. That's why a lot of people go to jail, man. Man. And if both of them were to get to caught targeting me and shit, even though she's handicapped and all that shit, if they were both to get caught by the police, say there was a legitimate cop out there that was gonna get them for domestic terrorism, her, I would understand her pointing the fingers because she would not even be in the right, you know, mind frame. But definitely that dude would be fucking pointing the finger at her and whoever else put them in this fucking shit to harass. Notice how after they left, the numbers are dying down. Even the police, like even the police aren't even fucking slick enough to have fucking one cop tune in and see what goes on. All the fucking police on the fucking force, or all the fucking police involved in it that's on the street right now, they all have to fucking tune in. Like they can't park somewhere and watch on one fucking cop's monitor. Like you should know I'm not fucking stupid, man. I knew you guys sent her. I seen you guys fucking drive your fucking car by and send the fucking fat dude in the fucking, spandex and the half t-shirt. Like I saw what you guys were doing. That's why I fucking moved up here. I knew you guys were gonna fucking send somebody. I fucking predicted it, dumbass. So if you send somebody over here and they're walking slow, and I know you sent them, I'm automatically gonna look at the numbers on the fucking phone and watch them jump up. It was before before they started sending these fucking people at me. It was only like 13 fucking 14 viewers. And then all of a sudden, after all these perps start popping up out the bushes and shit, it jumps up to 22. Come on, man. Who's fucking stupid? Like, who do you guys think you're dealing with, dude? You guys just give yourselves away, man. You give yourselves away. And this is our police force. And I know they're gonna do something fucked up for me. They'll probably do some fucked up shit to me. Set me up or do some fucking weird shit. But I'm still expose the shit out of you guys for as long as I fucking can, man. I'm still expose the shit out of you guys, man, because you have no fucking. You guys don't deserve to wear the fucking badge, man. You guys literally fuck up people's lives. Literally have the power to fuck up. You're put in a position to where you can fucking change somebody's life forever. With that type of job should come a super great deal of responsibility. And it's nothing but a bunch of fucking kids wearing that badge, man. A bunch of fucking kids and fucking supremacists and fucking Klansmen and a bunch of different hateful motherfuckers, man. Like that have no business even wearing a fucking badge. I mean, in this day and age, that's what the badge was actually created for. It was created by evil people to do evil things and keep certain people under oppression. And then it got to the point to where it was like, fuck it, we're gonna put everybody under oppression. That if they're not in the club, we don't care what color they are. They're gonna be fucking, you know, greeted with the star. It's crazy. It's crazy enough. Everybody has to pay taxes for these motherfuckers, and they have the ability to choose whether they want to help you or not. Like, for that, I'll never get that shit. Like, you're forced to pay fucking taxes, and they have the fucking ability to choose whether, okay, do I want to serve and protect this person or not? That's crazy. That's fucking crazy. Pay taxes to be in fear of one day getting shot by one of these motherfuckers on a traffic stop. Just imagine working all your life hard, and paying taxes for these motherfuckers to have a job. Imagine working all your life hard and you're paying fucking taxes. Paying for these motherfuckers to do what they're fucking supposed to do. And something happens to you, some type of fucking whatever happens to you. And they tell you like, oh, like we're not even gonna look into that. Like that's not important for enough for us to look into. Or we don't feel like it. Or however they spill the beans to you, like I don't get it. I don't get none of this fucking shit. Even from them telling you it's a free fucking country, but drafting motherfuckers to the war. How is this a free fucking country, but you're drafting me to the fucking army? What fucking sense of that? So I don't have the freedom of choice if I want to go to the army or not. Like that's a big fucking there's plenty of people that do want to go to the army. Why the fuck are you drafting me? It's crazy. Oh man, America, like the programming in America, it runs deep, man. Like this, the programming in America has more roots than a fucking tree. Like it's crazy, man. It's like even all that MK Ultra and shit, they're putting it through everything that we fucking our day to day lives and shit. Like they told us they got rid of the MK Ultra program, and then they still never got rid of that shit. And in fact, it grew right underneath our noses and shit because now it's like in everything we do and all the activities we participate in and all our day to day encounters with certain people, certain officials and shit. Like the MK Ultra is all there, even on the news and the background programming and the symbolism and like the even from this fucking bird chirp and shit. Like MK Ultra is just all the fuck around us and shit, and we don't even most of us don't even see it, man. But if you look at these videos and you look at all this fucking shit and you start fucking looking at the world around you outside from these fucking even these traffic lights, man. Even these traffic lights, man. All of this visual bullshit. Like it's all a form of hypnotism and shit. That cuckoo bird, these fucking lights changing different colors, the fucking light over there blinking on and off at the same time. Like that's probably a little too that's probably digging too deep into shit, but that's fucking for real though. I'm under your seat. I have a bug installed in your vehicle. I appreciate you letting me know that. Nope, probably do. Not really worried about it. I'm pretty sure there's bugs in more places than just under my seat. So I'm not too worried about you, Nope. Appreciate your time, though. Appreciate you spending your time to fucking waste on me. Uh, with a name like Nuke, you sound like you should be playing some video games. You sound like a gamer or some shit. Sound like one of those tweakers that be trapped in your bedroom playing fucking all types of ninja games and shit. Nuke, nuke, nuke. Uh, Yahweh Elohim Yahshua was armies here in Nuke. And you gonna do about that? Yeah, I wouldn't even waste your time on that dude. When he's just a waste of energy. He's a waste of energy. Oh man, look at this guy. Why are they doing this? Why are they doing this? To see how they're taking advantage of all the mentally ill people. They just bought him a soda pop to do what he did. They just bought him a soda pop to do that. See, you just can put it all together. That soda pop right now means a lot to that dude. That's the little shit they do though. It's crazy how you can just call it out and know. Like you never know for sure, but well, you do. But you just don't. You don't see it taking play into action, but you just fucking know, man. I just fucking know somebody about that dude a soda pop to fucking come do that, fucking touch his ass like he did. It's crazy, man. Yep. One of these days the world might get better, but I doubt it. I think we're in for a hell of a roller coaster ride. But when it's all said and done and the smoke clears, those who survive, I think it's gonna end up being very beautiful. But something has to take out all the evil. Like something has to come sweep through and take out these fucking, the people that are doing harm to people. You know, whether they feel that they've done something or whatever, like people need to be held accountable in court. Like you don't run this fucking program on people, especially when you're not running it on child molesters and shit. Like if this program was ran on child molesters and convicted murderers and shit like that, it wouldn't be no murders going on. It wouldn't be no fucking sex offenses going on. Like it wouldn't be none of that shit. But you're running it. All you're doing is keeping people from getting jobs. You're keeping people from getting jobs, right? Whether, um, that they have, I forget what they call it. I know they have a career criminal thing, but they have a certain thing, like a person that's a career criminal, they look at them like a nobody, like a waste of, like you shouldn't be here. But even still though, like, if you see a person changing and shit, like it's just it's too much to even think about, man. These fucking weirdos. Look at the small back. Notice the car behind me and shit. Just making sure I don't say nothing to the dude. Yeah, that's the best thing, Wendy, is fucking study these people. And that piece of shit right there was just protecting that dude right there, making sure I didn't. If I would have hopped out and said something to dude, like that dude would have got out and been like the peacemaker. Hey, what's going on? Is everything okay? And, he wouldn't necessarily come out aggressive towards me or anything like that. He could have, but most likely he would have played the fucking, peacemaker. That's what they like to do, to intervene and save the day type shit. Oh man, don't worry about it, man, and don't tell you don't worry about it, man. Just you know, don't even pay attention to them. And then they'll be like, look, man, you got good things. They'll send a silent threat at you. You got good things, man. You got that van. You got those dogs. You don't want to lose your van. You don't want to lose your dogs, man. Shit like that. Yeah, you gotta pay attention to them. Not only you gotta be able to. They're not saying that I'm like the gang stalker whisperer or anything, but the gang stalker whisperer. Not saying that I'm like know everything about fucking gang stalking and shit like that, but like at least study them enough to so like when they do certain things, you can point it out and explain to people who don't know what targeting is because it's like you have to literally fucking step by step explain it to them and show them the weird shit and do it like on a constant. You have to do it constantly because that's the only way. Like it's like teaching a child. Like teaching a gang stalker to an adult is like teaching fucking algebra to a child, pretty much. So you gotta really fucking, you gotta take time out with motherfuckers, and for the legitimate ones that really want to know about it, and just aren't some fucking agents on the fucking screen telling you all this, prove this to me, prove wearing your brain out, telling you to prove shit to them. Like you gotta point shit out. Just picture, just imagine how long it took us to fucking, like we were being sensitized the whole fucking time, and we didn't know shit until they decided to let us know. And then, as soon as they let us know, all that shit came tumbling down on us. Like all that fucking sensitization just fucking fell down on us. This is why I've been seeing all these one headlights. This is why all these people been acting weird. This is why, you know, I've been losing shit and then that shit popping back up thinking I'm fucking losing my mind. Like, this is the fucking shit behind that. Like, but until you know they really brought it out on us and let us know they were doing it, like we had no idea what the fuck was going on. Went about our days like regular fucking days. King, Lord, the devil is already defeated. Yeah, no doubt. Even even if we gotta, I think we should just get off the gang stalking hype. Not so much gang stalking hype, but I think we should just, well, I'm not gonna say I think, but I would say it would be a good idea since this has a lot to do with fucking police corruption, police harassment, police conducting this shit. And there's a lot of shit going on with the police and the media right now. Like, this would be a good fucking program to tag on and fucking get on all those protester channels and get on there and tell those people to look up fucking, targeted individuals. Let those people know that the police are targeting people and putting them through harassment campaigns. And a lot of those people will fucking, because that's already the fucking wavelength that people are on right now, is, this fucking police shit might be a good way to fucking point out our fucking situation through the internet. Especially if it's legitimate fucking, if it's legitimate people on there. We don't have to say too much about what we're going through. Just let the people know. And we don't have to lie either. Just let the people know that the police are targeting people, and leave what they can fucking look under gang stalking, under targeted individual, under community harassment. Let them know that people are dying and it's being swept under the rug. That'll grab people's interest right there, and people will start looking this shit up. But we just gotta figure out the right spots to, like, this fucking Black Lives Matter thing is probably like one of the best things that could ever happen to a targeted individual if we could start inserting certain things into the comment sections of these fucking platforms. We could probably even get somebody to look into it from one of those fucking organizations. I don't expect Black Lives Matter to look into it, of course, but any other fucking thing that's legitimate, that there are actually legitimate people, looking into it. But that's just a thought. That's just a thought. Yeah. That grizzly bear, they're feeding that same grizzly bear when they eat them. Yep. Exactly. Yeah, it's really bad. Really fucking bad. It's crazy when you don't even look at the world the same. Like, there's a feeling in the air that just like people aren't the same. The world will never be the same. The world will never be the same. If targeting was the end right now, I would still like, I would look at this world in a whole different aspect than I did. Nope. Don't get me wrong, it's still a beautiful planet. The planet is beautiful. The world, Mother Nature, Earth is beautiful, but it's just like it's been contaminated with all this bullshit we don't need. And it's to the point now to where they want so much bullshit. It's like feed me more, feed me more. It's like the fucking the person, the cartoon character that just kept fucking eating and eating and eating and eating and eating until that motherfucker popped. And that's exactly what they're doing with this fucking technology. Just fucking like CERN is doing with that fucking collider thing. Like they're pushing everything to the limit. Pushing everything to the fucking limit. Like we're at fucking 5G now. Way beyond, something that the human should be absorbing on a day-to-day basis. Imagine when they get up to 7G, 8G, 9G. Like, and they're not gonna stop at 5. Definitely, you can bet that. If I don't say anything else in the world, they're gonna come out definitely with a 5, 6, or a 6G. Or they might skip it to 7, who knows? But there'll definitely be a G after 5. And they're just gonna keep pretty soon. They're gonna start installing shit and people are just gonna start popping and blowing up and catching on fire and shit. People gonna, what is that shit when they have gas in them and they start lighting up on fire and shit? People are just gonna be lighting on fire, burning up from the inside and shit. Fucking insane, man. Trees dying, animals dying, fucking insects dying, grass dying, even the fucking dirt is dying. Like you can't even grow food no more. Well, you can, but not in the best of conditions. Everything is fucking dying around us. Nobody's saying anything because it's dying slowly. Everything is dying.